Welcome back, my global family. This is where we left off in our last video. Thank you for watching.
Decide.
Today is the grand opening of my girlfriend's business, Italis Vital. So she had to do some errands before the big event, and I wanted to go with her so I can kind of get a look of what New London is all about. So, yeah, I'm excited.
I'm taking orders. I'm taking orders. All right. Do you want me to take anything else?
Unlock the door. Mom.
You got to unlock the trunk.
Okay, do you want to
Something. So we'll just make that when I come back.
The elevator come? Okay.
We're going to come back there and I just want to drop all this stuff off.
Yes. Something right here.
So, I'm trying to figure out where he set up.
Oh, I like that. One room is red, gold, and green, and the other one is Black Liberation. I like the way Baba did the curtains. This is nice. Oh, this is going to be really cute when she finished. Should we shut this door so the AC don't come out? Let me grab this stuff.
I helped with the decoration. It was such a cute setup. She had zones so that people can participate in different games such as chess, tennis table. There was free food. Ital is Vital, vegan. So I was really happy that I was able to assist my friend with her grand opening.
I am hot, y'all. So my girlfriend's not big on decorations, but her place is super cute, and isn't this place adorable? So this is my sister who does the what is it, Harriet Tubman, the Underground Railroad. So I'm super excited for her. I love seeing us win. I love seeing us win, and it's a really cute place.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead. Oh yeah, I got it.
That's her style. Okay, so I'll get my husband to finish.
So greetings, Mama Adjoa. How are you, ma?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm here at 165 State Street, New London, Connecticut.
That's
In
right.
the Harris Building atrium.
Can you please share what we just experienced? Because this is an opening that I came all the way from DC for, because this was very special, and I want you to share what you have to offer and why it is so important to come to PeaceWorks to get their services and what services they will be getting.
Absolutely, it would be my pleasure. First of all, I'm a native New Londoner. This is my first LLC, and our venture here at PeaceWorks, once again, PeaceWorks stands for Pan-African Elder and Child Enrichment. So we are concerned as able-bodied adults. We are concerned with those honorable elders that who paved the way before us, making sure they're cared for, as well as those who come after us, making sure they're cared for, and just being able-bodied young adults handling our business. So at PeaceWorks, I do a number of things. I do private tutoring, where students in whether you're doing SAT prep, whether you're doing GED prep, whether you're doing AP courses, it doesn't matter. I've been tutoring for 30 years now, and it's something that I enjoy doing, and I look forward to continuing doing it into the future. In addition to tutoring, we also offer our A Woman with a Railroad, okay? I do a post-Civil War portrayal of Harriet Tubman, and when I do Harriet Tubman, I tell you events, people, places, executive decisions, judiciary decisions. I go over legislation that impacted Harriet Tubman's life and her struggle. And I do an in-person Q&A that is always vibrant, where people in this time can get a word from our honorable ancestor, Harriet Tubman. Next up we have ITIL is Vital. Now, our work, our mission here with PeaceWorks, one of our main objectives is to get a dedicated, commercial, straight-up vegan kitchen, okay? There is not one in the area, and we'd like to be that. We'd like to make that happen. We're not limiting ourselves, but we're definitely going to do the things that we need to do to position ourselves to be able to have our dedicated space for ITIL food. Executive Chef Ibiju Bandele Asante, he keeps it real tasty. He has his textures, his flavor profiles down, and you will not miss the meat.
No, you
Maybe
won't.
your hips will, but
Right,
everything else
you won't miss it. You won't.
And here we have our One Love Tennis Learning Clinic. We do tennis as a therapy. So at One Love Tennis Learning Clinic, we learn to hit balls, not each other, okay? Don't forget, it starts with love. This summer, I'm doing, for the 5th time, I'm working with a 50-year-old community organization doing an 8-week tennis program where I meet with a variety of students on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We do tennis fundamentals, we keep ourselves healthy, we keep ourselves fit, and we also prepare ourselves for potential scholarships. No concussions, though. So, something that we really enjoy. We have other projects that we've been working on as well. My husband practices traditional African spirituality. He is capable of doing libation, so people sometimes call him out to pour libation for their events. That's traditional African. Before any gathering, first permission of an elder is asked to begin the gathering, and then libation is called. It's very important in African culture to honor those who have come before you, those who have paved the way, those who have sacrificed, those who have established things for you to, those honorable ancestors whose backs and shoulders we walk upon. In addition to that, he also likes to sew. So he has a heavy-duty sewing machine, and he does repairs, and
Yeah, those
he likes
curtains
to
were
do.
fire. I
Yes,
love those
he does
curtains that
he
he
did his
did.
curtains.
Yes.
In both our rooms, he did the curtains for us, so I'm really grateful. He likes to take jeans and make them into skirts for me, so I appreciate that. I get lots of comments, lots of compliments, I should say, when he does that. And finally, we do music. My husband and I came together doing music, and we really haven't done music a lot since then. So we now have a livicated space to rehearse, to get our jam on, to invite others and have jam sessions and stuff like that. So there's no excuse. And we're excited about that because music comes from the soul. And music is a universal language, and we believe that.
Awesome.
One Love Tennis Learning Clinic, Harriet Tubman, A Woman with a Railroad, ITIL is Vital, the best in vegan, vegetarian cuisine, baked goods, drinks. We work with the mosh, we work with the hibiscus sorrel, we work with the mauby bitters, as well as the ciferine, the Irish moss.
I just had the
Ginger
lion, and it was delicious.
All right.
And Nubian had the sorrel.
But we had this. You had split pea soup, right?
Oh, absolutely. We had a split pea soup.
Everyone
It
was
went well.
raving about that soup.
Good.
And that rice.
Yeah, we had a stir-fired rice with some okra and some nice turmeric and things like that.
And the little hors d'oeuvre things. What was that called?
Those were samosas. We had some samosas. We had some potato samosas, and we had some lentil or split pea samosas as well.
That's really good.
And then we ended the evening with a little piece of I call it a little blondie bar
Yeah, it was
with a little.
good. It was good.
I'm glad I'm still local. Sorry, sister. Sorry, sis.
I know. It was good.
We had a lovely evening. We had people here today playing chess.
Yes.
Chess is a game that is good for your mind. It's kind of like a little mental calisthenic for you. It keeps your screws turning up there. It makes you plan and strategize, and those are good things to know for life. And students who I tutor can earn time playing chess. You know, you work hard, you study hard, we get good grades and things like that, but we can take some time and do chess or table tennis. I prefer outdoor tennis. I enjoy it, but we can't always be outdoors. And you can still practice your hand and eye coordination. You can still build your wrist strength up on the table tennis table as well. So we kind of are all encompassing. I'm very grateful to my family, my husband, Ibiju Bandele Asante, who has helped me every step of the way. I have my daughters with me. I have the Alpha and the Omega. My firstborn daughter girl, she's my vet cat.
She has a big daughter.
She's about heading out to the West Coast.
I
How
know.
about that? Isis is my youngest. She's just in from the Pineywood School.
Yeah, Isis was keeping me in check. She was keeping me on point.
What?
Like, do this. I'm like, okay. Isis was in control.
She was running stuff today.
She was running things, yeah.
Okay, so yes, I'm grateful for all that they do to help us and support us to be successful and to realize our potential in this community. You really have to have the intestinal fortitude to step up and seek with a strong heart and grasp with a strong hand, and just don't be scared.
Right.
We have everything we need within us to be successful. You have to go out there and do it. It's not easy. It's not like I slept or anything last night or something like that, but nothing's easy. Anything worth your time takes time to develop. So we're doing the same things that we've been doing. We're just cutting out the middleman, and we are working toward getting our commercial kitchen and working toward getting our own real estate, because really paying rent is sucky. Okay, now it has a good thing, because we may decide to break camp and leave out, and then you don't have a property that you have to be concerned with. But no matter what, you got to have a roof. You got to have a place to lay your head. So I would love to have a place here, as well as in the Caribbean, as well as in Africa, because these are places that we are directly connected to, and we're not going to connect with them less. We're going to connect with them more, because we are coming together. We as a community are doing more economic empowerment amongst each other, and we have to continue to encourage that. Every other group does it. We need to do it more, and we will realize the benefits of keeping the money in the family, of letting those dollars circulate among us before they leave the community, as other communities do. Pooling our resources together, watching each other's backs and things like that. That is how other communities are able to, go leaps and bounds beyond where we're able to go, and really, set up intergenerational wealth, wealth that will continue. And those are the types of things that we're concerned with here at PeaceWorks Group LLC. Our website is, our email. Our website is in development, but we do have an email. It's the numeral 1, peaceworks@gmail.com. So that's the numeral 1, PEACEWORKS@gmail.com.
And do us as a quick favor, show us some of your products really quick that they can
Oh,
get
absolutely.
from you all.
That would
so
be
that
a
way,
pleasure. That would be my pleasure.
So where can you be found on Instagram?
yes.
I believe on Instagram, Woman with a Railroad. A Woman with a Railroad. You can find it. You can check out Harriet. We're open for bookings. We will travel. My husband brings me out with an ancestral drum call. I do a very lively performance, and I do an in-person Q&A at the end, and perhaps I said that. So it's an excellent book. It's a graphic novel. So I oftentimes, when I get a new student, I want to see what they sound like, how confident they feel about reading and things like that. So graphic novels are great because there's a lot of pictures and there's not a lot of words per page, which is important because if you're struggling with reading, a whole page of words could be intimidating if that's not your strong suit.
Yeah, I'm
So
looking at all the words, right?
I know, but no, there's not a lot of words compared to other books.
Yeah, exactly.
Compared to other books, they're not so intimidating. And what I do is I have a copy and my student has a copy and we go through it. And we also begin to learn a strategy because this guy on the cover, at the beginning, he's using his fist to communicate. And at the end, he's talking about being a black king and using his mind and not his fist. And that lands him in a lot less trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I also have some, I've laminated a copy of each of the postcards I have. So I have some Harriet Tubman postcards. I have some awesome shirts.
Yeah.
1849. So let's
That's
go.
one of my
We gonna
favorites.
roll. Okay. And we are gonna wrap this stuff up. I also have some awesome patches. These are very popular. People are looking for.
This one.
Yeah, people are looking for patches these days. They want to rep their colors. They want to be reminded of different aspects of consciousness.
You have soaps over there. If you want to see some of these things that she has on the table, because mine's a podcast, go to her Instagram page and there's a table full of all of her things.
Ah, okay. Good. Yeah, I have a little red, black, and green. Now, red, black, and green, Marcus Garvey shared with us the love for Africa. He said unapologetically we should stand up and defend Africa because everybody does that for where they come from. So we can't do it any different. We can't have a slave mentality wherein we were told that we have no culture, we have no history, we're just supposed to work ourselves to death and that's a wrap. That's not true. Marcus Garvey said we have to embrace our Africanness, we have to embrace each other no matter where we are on the globe. We have a home. And we should protect it and defend it just like everyone else protects and defends their home. And in exchange, their home protects and defends them. Right. So that is something that we as a people are moving toward, as quiet as it's kept. They were moving in that direction and we got to keep it up. And PeaceWorks Group advocates for that. One other book I'd like to point out, if I could, very quickly, Africa is My Home. For past couple years, I was an educator with the Amistad. Now, the Amistad was a ship that was carrying captive Africans, wherein they took control over the ship. This is one of the first time that African men were considered men in a court of law in this country. Prior to that, they were considered commodity. In the end, the Amistad Africans were able to charter a ship and sail right back to Africa, having been kidnapped and taken to Cuba to be sold into slavery. They managed to take over the ship and ended up right here in this town, New London, Connecticut. The Amistad ship stayed docked in New London for about a couple years. And this story tells us the story of the Amistad from the perspective of a little girl. There were 3 little girls and a boy amongst the Amistad captives. One of the little girls, in exchange for their support, there were some missionaries on their trip back to Sierra Leone, and they were to help them establish a mission school and things like that. And one of the little girls, due to the scramble for land and resources that was going on the continent at the time, they didn't find their families. A lot of them, they made it back to Africa, but their villages were destroyed and families scattered. So this little girl was raised up in the mission orphanage, and when she became a woman, she was a teacher and she wanted to improve her English. So they actually sent her back to the United States. She went to Oberlin College and got some type of credential and went back and taught at the mission school. So this tells the story from the perspective of a little girl. Ultimately, the author of this is Monica Ettinger, and it's called Africa is My Home. And I like this book because it tells a story from the perspective of a little girl.
Thank you.
And children like that. They like to, when you read to them, they like to know that they're
represented.
Yeah, and you know, they seem to feel an affinity for the child and her qualities they can relate to.
Nice, thank you for sharing that.
My pleasure. My music, we got our chess on, we got our table tennis on. So all in all, the rain stayed away from us, which was a real serious consideration. And I'm blessed, I'm grateful. Thank you, Mother, Father, God, or Abasun, Arisha, honorable ancestors, I give thanks.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the interview.
My pleasure.
Amazing. Amazing.
All right. Good.
All right. So that was fun.